Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and our home team. Hi, everybody. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is, and that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care, and when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Brady. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And again this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week...
And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Eubanks. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Eubanks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. This is Spiller. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now Spiller. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, Eubanks. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A gain there of 21 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We got this.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. On 2nd down, Eubanks. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 17-yard line. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Eubanks. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady over the middle, complete. It's Stevenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Throwing on second and long. Brady got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Brady going to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do? Or, I guess, under pressure, they got him again.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Eubanks. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll keep it on the ground. Eubanks. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They run with Spiller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
53 is the money. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
They'll run on first down. Eubanks. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it, baby.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hill on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side. Eubanks. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Eubanks. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
60 outlaw. Number 53, Mike 53.
On 1st down, Eubanks. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
Here we go. 50, plant. I'm coming. Shift. Smooth.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got you, boy.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 4. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the Panthers will get the football back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Eubanks. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Chance.
They'll give to Spiller. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Watch out for Hill on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
All day, dog.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Pick up the ball. Hard. Joker.
Greystone, travel. Get it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Come on. You better bring
Now a give right side. Eubanks. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
X3, 218, chopper.
On 3rd down, Eubanks. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady, quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Brady to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
Brady now to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the home team here, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.